If you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt, you need to watch this video. I promise you, I'm going to change your life, show you how to get out of debt quickly, and even pay off your mortgage faster at the same time. So today I want to talk about debt consolidation, right? We're still after the holidays. A lot of us are still recovering from the spending that you may have done. Maybe it was a little bit too much. Maybe those credit cards got a little bit out of control, or maybe you've had the credit cards for several years. You're making the minimum payments on them. You're trying to pay them down as much as you can. But obviously with those high interest rates, it can be tough sometimes. And I get it. But if you are a homeowner and you've been a homeowner for the last couple of years, today I want to show you an example. Well, it'll be a demo, but I do this sort of thing for real clients all the time, and it truly is life-changing. Use that equity smartly in your home to pay off those higher interest rate credit cards and supercharge it at the same time, and I can show you how to pay off that existing mortgage even faster with literally the same amount of money. We're not going to change the dollar amount if you don't want to, as far as what's leaving your bank account every month. So again, same amount of money that you're spending every single month. We're going to allocate it smarter so that it's paying that debt off faster. Let's get into it. I'm gonna do a quick little screen share and show you exactly how this works because it truly is amazing. First of all, a little bit of detail of what we're looking at. So this is going to be our existing property, right? So if you own a home currently, this is Max Rebo's house. He is a fictional character. Don't worry, I'm not using real names from Star Wars. So good times. He bought the house for $243,000 back in April of 19. So about almost coming up on 3 years. We've got the annual amount of property taxes, monthly homeowners insurance. Again, this is going to be super familiar or super realistic as far as home prices in the area right now and what you probably bought a house for a few years ago. Today, that house that he bought for $243 is now worth $380,000. So obviously we have increased quite a bit in value, as many homeowners have in the last couple of years. So Max was smart and he actually refinanced a couple years ago, just over a year ago, actually, and while interest rates were stupid low, and he got himself a nice 3.25, got that mortgage payment down a little bit cheaper, and owes about $233 now. So here, these are the ratios, right? This is typically what we can do. And we've talked about debt ratios in the past, but typically you want to stay under that 50% mark. So this is just letting us know how much wiggle room we have to work with. Again, regardless of your situation, I can plug in all the numbers, find out, what your monthly income is and how much we have to work with when we're looking at a debt ratio here. So this is his existing situation. Obviously, he's not in a ton of trouble. He's got some debt, but it's not killing him, right? It's 28% of his income. So nothing too crazy. So here is what we can do on a cash out refinance. We can borrow up to 80% of the current value. So if you go back up and we talk about that 380, I can lend up to 80% of that 380,000. So basically, I can lend up to $304,000 if we need to on this property. Now let's take a look. So the new loan, it's going to be conventional. It's going to be 30-year fixed. But wait a minute. We're refinancing to a 3.875. Braden, why would we do that? Why would we refinance to a higher rate if he's already got a 3.25? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. Well, I'm going to show you why it makes sense, right? No mortgage insurance on this because it's a conventional loan. We do have closing costs. For this situation, they'll be around $3,000. They're all financed into the loan. So here's where we're at, right? If we're looking at property value, loan balance, again, I'm not pulling any cash out right now. If we were just to do a straight up refi, he would be spending $83 more per month. So does that make sense? No, we don't want to spend more money. This doesn't put us in a better situation because interest rates going up. So here's what we do, right? Let's pay off some of these credit cards. Let me show you this. So right now, he's got a credit card he owes $66,200 on. The monthly minimum payment is $215. He's making that payment, sometimes making a little bit more. Right now, he's got another credit card, owes $3,000, payment $110 a month, and credit card number 3, $4,800, right? So just over $10,000 in in total credit card debt. If you add up the monthly payments, though, we've got $215, we've got $110, and we've got $170. So $495 in credit card payments, $500 a month on top of his existing mortgage. Right now, he's paying. So all in, we're paying $2,241 between the auto loan, mortgage payment, and the credit cards. So, and this is what we're paying. So what we're going to do is we're going to pay off these credit cards. We're going to pay off 1, 2, 3. Now, what does that do? Obviously, you saw everything turn green. Now we're saving $346 a month. Those credit cards are paid. It's going to put us in a real good situation. Our monthly cash flow, you just went from spending $22.41 a month to $18.96. So, and obviously we still have plenty of room. And the really cool thing is, what you want to do is you're already spending $22.41, right? And we can see with Max's situation, he's not in trouble. He's not hurting for cash. That $22.41 is only making up a small percentage of his debt ratio. So I am going to propose that he keeps paying that. But again, we pay it differently. So instead, we pay off those credit cards with the new loan. Mortgage amount obviously is going to increase. Interest rate is going to increase. But check this out. We're going to take that extra $346 in savings, right? The monthly savings. We're going to apply it to the principal balance of the mortgage every single month. So this is something you'll have to set up. There is a way to set it up automatically. So once the refinance is done, you set up an auto pay and you set it up for an additional $346 a month in a principal payment, right? So what that is going to do now, that 30-year loan that we're doing at a higher interest rate is now going to be paid off in 19 years and 8 months. It's going to save him, this is a cumulative balance between all the interest, $98,000, almost $100,000 in 10 years by spending the exact same money he's spending every single month anyway. Now, is that not life-changing? And again, we can plug any formula into this, guys. I don't care if you have a 2.9% interest rate right now. And if you've got over 10 grand or 20 grand or whatever that might be in credit card debt, this is one of the smartest ways to get it paid off. And we can take it even further. Let's say we get this guy completely out of debt. Let's pay off his car. Check that out. That still makes sense. We have room. We've got room in the equity. Now we're saving $744 a month. This loan's going to be paid off in 15 years instead of 30. So half the amount of time for the exact same money that you're spending every single month. And again, net worth increases by $137,000. So guys, what could you do if you could pay your loan off in half the time, get rid of all of your debt? Is that something that would make sense? Absolutely. It seriously can be life-changing. If you have credit card debt, auto loans, a boat loan, I don't know, maybe if it is a little bit tight, we don't have to apply all of that, but I can show you, I can do this exercise with anybody and show you exactly how I can save you money and years and get that house paid off sooner, get you completely out of debt. And when you're paying off credit cards, the extra added bonus of that, if your credit is not where you want it to be, when you get those credit cards paid off, your score is going to skyrocket. So this is just an all-around great thing you can do and help yourself financially. Now, another thing you can do, I actually had this conversation with a client the other day. So what we did is, again, we were doing okay on cash flow. We did this exact same exercise. We put a ton of money away. We did decide to go ahead and pay the mortgage off faster by taking those savings and applying it to the principal balance every year. But we saved a little bit extra. So with the extra savings that because he could handle it as far as his budget goes, we decided now we're going to create a financial plan for the future as well. Partnered up with a financial advisor and got him investing an extra $1,000 a month in things that will help earn additional income on top of that. So this guy's going to be saving more money, basically paying the same amount he's already paying monthly. We just allocated it differently, but now we can invest that money in the future into the stock market, into whatever you want to do. If you need, referrals for a financial advisor, I work with some of the best ones out there. I'd be happy to show you where you need to go. Guys, this is so cool. I love sharing this. I'm super passionate about it, as you can see. So if you would like to do this exercise, it's risk-free. I can do this with anybody. Hit me up in the comments. Give me a call today. I'd love to show you. And as always, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this video. Thanks, guys. Bye.